everybody knows how to spin the wheel. We're talking about the biggest game ever played.
No whammies, and stop!
Oh no! My first spin, look at that. Oh, whoa, no, I'm looking at the wrong arrow. How do you do this show?
Welcome to Wheel of Movies. This is our monthly selection show for our mystery tournament. So we do a mystery tournament once a month. The upcoming mystery tournament will be next Friday, but we usually do it roughly a week or so before to select what's going to be on the mystery tournament or in it. And the Wheel of Movies consists of all the favorite movies of all of our regulars from the channel, and then we just have some fun spinning it, maybe try to make a few predictions, a couple comments, that kind of thing. So if you'd like to see a little preview of what might be showing up, then this is the place for it. So welcome if you're tuning into this tonight, and we'll see what happens, especially if you're tuning in and you are one of the regulars and your movies are on the wheel. Then good luck to you, and hopefully your movies will pop up. We'll see. And they're mostly all of our favorite movies. There's a couple weirdo ones that people threw in there. It's like some to kind of troll us a little bit. And usually at the end of every year, so we'll wait till the end of the year, but we'll give a chance for people to add even more. So we'll do that. So it'll keep evolving as we go on. But yeah, I'm your host tonight. I'm Jordan, the Mystery Hero Anderson, and I'm joined tonight by Mr. Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. It's always fun doing these, and yeah.
We'll see what happens. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. I got the wheel pulled up. If you can see, we still have about 1,450 movies on the wheel. So it's a big blob, the color blob of movies there, and yeah. And then also shout out Brian, always tuning in as always. Can't wait to see Baywatch and Master of Disguise. Well, I mean. Zach Shelton's favorite movies are on this thing, so I mean those were on his top 64, so anything's possible. He loves those movies. He does. I don't think anyone else does. So but yeah, let's go ahead and we'll spin the wheel. Let me turn it up so we can hear it, and here we go. And here it going.
68. The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, gee, Grand Budapest Hotel, a movie I'm not a fan of, but that's fine. The Grand Budapest Hotel. All right. Thank you, whoever put that on there. It could be you, Malcolm, right? Yeah, right. That's what I was kind of thinking.
I do like the movie.
Yeah. Either you or Wolf, maybe Ross, I think. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. Brian says not on his list. Shout out to Ross tuning in. He says Wolf loves Master of Disguise. He knows Wolf pretty well. So, but yeah, all right. One down. No whammies. Come on.
27. Schindler's List.
There we go. Schindler's List. That could be on a lot of people's list. Dan, Skip Allen. Could be Jacob Barber. Could be maybe Wolf. So.
Wasn't it on Zach's
right,
as well?
It could have been on Zach's too. I know he recently watched it, so I'm not sure though. All right. Spin number 3.
51. D3.
D3. So that would be Mighty Ducks. D3. So out of the Mighty Ducks, that's the one I kind of like the least, but I still love all the Mighty Ducks movies. I mean, I wish they would make more Mighty Ducks movies, but I mean, they're all too old. It'd be a new cast. But
yeah. And Brian actually confirmed in the comments that it was it was on Zach because it won his 64.
Oh, actually won it. Oh yeah, that's right. Because he had to go and rewatch Schindler's List. That's right. Yeah. D3. Yeah, that is a Jordan movie. Not on my list, but I know some people like D3 the best of the series. So spin number 4. P3, 4-spin-3.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Ooh, that might be a Steven Shepard, maybe, or an Austin. Wes Craven's New Nightmare. There you go. Got some horror on there.
I mean,
All right.
I quite like it myself. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe you have it on there.
I mean, I think I
Right.
it was on my list when I did.
Okay. Nice.
8. Fight Club.
Fight Club. That's on my list for sure. I don't have it ranked that high, but not everyone had it in exact order as 8. But that's on a lot of people's list. I know. So I only saw it for the first time like 3 years ago. I was a little late to it. All right. Here we go. Keep it rolling.
6. John Wick Chapter 4 2023.
John Wick Chapter 4. That's on my list for sure. So, and probably a lot of people's lists, but John Wick Chapter 4 gets talked about a lot on this show.
It's funny it got knocked out of the of being a holdovers and later series, and still comes back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I know. Still comes back to haunt us.
I'm guessing it's back.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm thinking it's back.
25. The Breakfast Club.
Ooh, Breakfast Club. I know that's on Chris Scott's list, and maybe Dan's list. So there you go. Yeah, let's see. Yep, Brian, you're right. John Wick's in my top 10.
Prestige.
All right, The Prestige is not on my list, but I'm sure it's on. I think it's on JPO's list, and then I'm sure more than just that. The Prestige. All right. There we go.
The Walk 2015.
The Walk. So that's the one about the tightrope. Jordan Gordon. I know that one's on Steven Shepard. So, but we might have to have Steven on this one because a fair amount of his movies are already showing up here.
97. Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2. I know that's on. That was in my original list. It got bumped out to my after the 128 now, so it could have just been from maybe when I first put it on there. So that's why I like to give people at the end of the year maybe about 20 or so each that people can re-add to the list. Because for me, I don't know about a lot of people, my list certainly evolves over time, and there's more movies I want to shout out and that kind of thing. So yeah.
'68. Employee of the Month 2006.
Ooh, that's another one of my movies. Employee of the Month. Not a movie that a lot of people like, but I love it. I have a lot of fun with like Dane Cook and Harlan Williams and Efren Ramirez from Napoleon Dynamite and Dax Shepard, all those guys. So, Employee of the Month. Right. See?
55. Breakdown.
Breakdown. I don't know what that movie is. You know what that movie is? Breakdown?
No.
Well, you can put it on there and we'll do some research. If anyone knows what that is, that's tuning in. Maybe you can tell us.
I mean, there's a good chance, like, it might have been on Zach's, because if being 55 is obviously on someone's 6.
Yeah. Because Brian said, never heard of Breakdown, so. But what I get a sneaky feeling that it's a Chris Scott movie. I don't know. Could be. Who knows?
57. No Country for Old Men.
Ooh, that's definitely not a Chris Scott movie. No Country. But I think that's good. It's not on my list, but I don't know whose list it would be on. Like, that's a wild guess for me.
I think
yours, Malcolm? Is it on yours?
I think it's on mine, but I think it's also on Dan's, and I think a few other people have it too.
Yeah. It's pretty popular. Chris will tell you the non-ending that it has.
106. Mary Poppins.
Ooh, Mary Poppins. That's a Jacob Barber one for sure. And I don't know who else has it. Maybe Brian has it. So Right. Yeah, Chris Scott's favorite movie, No Country for Old Men, showing up. Yeah. Right. Mary Poppins.
Cruel Intentions.
Got Cruel Intentions. I don't know who has that one. That could be a Steven Shepard one. He likes some nice rom-coms.
There's a good. I think I put it as an alternate.
Okay. Yeah, I actually really like Cruel Intentions. It's got a nice kiss scene in it. I don't have Austin's sound effect. Whoop.
So Breakdown is a movie from '97 starring Kurt Russell, from what I can gather.
Oh, Kurt Russell. Okay. Huh. Interesting.
So
That's
that
got to be a Chris.
Might have been a Steven one then, because I think Steven's a big fan of Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, it could be a Steven one too. He likes those generic action movies. That's what I like to call
47. Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. That's got to be a Dan one or. Ross.
I think it's most likely a Dan one. Like, I don't think Austin has stuff a lot. I don't think Austin had Seven Samurai on his list, or at least that old. So
I know he's a fan of it. Yeah, I've seen it and it was okay. I like Yo Jimbo better for Kurosawa, but that's more my cup.
Brian also
The guy
said
goes
Breakdown
crazy
might
at
be
the-
Zach Sheldon's. Was he like
Simon Says.
Oh, there's Simon Says again popping up. We had to come up for the mystery tournament, and we had to do a like redo. So who has Simon Says on their list? Like who's trying to troll us? Like somebody's trying to troll us. I know it. It could be JPO, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, someone probably put it as an alternate, but at least this case, like, it's off there. You don't have to worry about it again.
Yeah, right. We don't have to worry about it coming up again. And I promise you that I'm going to get to the bottom of who put Simon Says on their list before Friday. I'm going to figure that out because that is weird. I do like Dane Cook though.
107. The Addams Family. 90s.
The Addams Family. That's got to be a Brian one.
Yeah.
There you go, Brian. The Addams Family. I feel like we've already had the Addams Family values, so we'll get the first one on there.
I think Brian had both of them in his 128. So.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd. Demon Barber.
Sweeney Todd. Well, sorry, Jacob. You won't. I guess won't be able to be here for some of your movies, but there it is, Sweeney Todd. So, there it is. All right. Let's see what else we got.
8. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Eternal Sunshine always showing up over and over again. There you go, JPO. It's back. Eternal Sunshine.
I'm
sure more people have it on their list.
We must be just been nearing the end of it, at least for now, until more people come up.
Yeah, right. Eternal Sunshine will be in Brian's after the 128, so he likes it. So
63. Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That could be a Brian one. I don't know. Probably is. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. It's definitely not mine.
I mean, there's a good chance it might have been another Jacob one.
Yeah, it could be too. Because I rewatched it not too long ago, and it's found it kind of dull. I don't know.
Stranger Than Fiction.
Stranger Than Fiction. That's on a few people. I don't know if you have it, Malcolm. Stranger Than Fiction.
I don't think I had it when I did mine, but I do like the movie.
That could be a Jacob Barber one. It could be a JPO one. I'm trying to think who else might have it. Those are the main ones I would guess. Not a lot of Austin picks coming up, so we'll see. Maybe the second half we'll get more of his. You might have
Harry
Midnight
Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I don't have that one, but maybe you do, Malcolm. Order of the Phoenix.
I'm pretty sure I had it on mine. But
yeah.
Then again, Harry
I have
Potter's
a couple of Harry Potter ones. Yeah, one of my friends, my friend Sam's been on a vacation in all over the UK. She went to like England, and she went to Ireland and Scotland, and like saw a whole bunch of Harry Potter locations. She sent me a bunch of videos. I was like, that's really cool. I want to go do that tour.
Star Trek. First
Oh,
Contact.
Star Trek First Contact. That's on my list.
1986.
And Austin's list, I know, and probably maybe Steven Shepard. So there you go. Star Trek First Contact. Cool. All right. That's my favorite Star Trek movie.
122. Lock.
Got Locke on there. That could be an Austin one. I don't know. Could be a Steven one or a Wolfman.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. What else we got?
20. Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, that is an
That's a
Austin one. I know for sure. And it's a Dan one too. Yeah, it's both of them. I think they both have it because we went to Universal, and I remember that poster was above the urinal where I was peeing in the bathroom. So I just told Austin. No, so Austin told me, he's like, "Hey, that movie's not on my top 64."
35. Back to the Future Part 3.
Back to Future Part 3. That's on my list. Not as high as the first two, but it is on my list. Could be on other people's lists.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you had it on you after the 128, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, because now we have all of our after the 128s on here too. So, well, those who have done it, at least.
Jacob's Ladder.
Jacob's Ladder. That might be an Austin one, maybe. Oh, and it's also, I think, a Dan one. I think Austin and Dan surprisingly have some similar things on their list. It's kind of weird.
I mean, I'm going to assume, like, they didn't specify, but I'm going to assume it's the original, not the remake.
Maybe we'll have to ask because I know Austin really likes the remake with what's his name from Shawshank, Tim Robbins.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones like just of interest in this. I'm assuming that if they haven't specified, then it's the original.
Yeah, right.
75. Robin Hood 1991.
1991 for Robin Hood, which I don't know who has that one. That might be Chris Scott one, maybe. I think it's the Kevin Costner one.
Yeah, which I think is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, Prince of Thieves. 91. Yeah, I don't know who else would have that on their list, though.
I mean, Dan might have.
Yeah, he might.
51. Born on the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July. I don't know on that one either. That could be maybe a Ross pick. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be Ross. I mean, it's another one that kind of sounds
almost like Dan or something again. Because I watched it about a year ago for the first time. I liked it. I didn't love it. I thought it was good, but nothing special to me.
120.
Oh, we got Fight Club again. So skip that one. I'm not going to remove it because multiple people have it on their list. So
18. Face Off.
Face Off. There we go. That one's got to be a Chris one, maybe. Maybe a Richie one. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. And to answer Brian in the chat, Men in Tights is also in the 90s, but that was 93. 91 is definitely Prince of Thieves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So, spin it again.
All right. This will be number 32, so we're halfway.
35. Rocky.
All right. We're halfway there, and we have Rocky, the original one, I'm going to assume. Just Rocky.
Well, I mean, there's only one movie called Rocky.
Yeah,
so.
Right. And that one's got to be Austin, probably JPO, probably Richie too. A lot of people, maybe even Dan.
Yeah. Rocky's probably one of those that's there multiple times. So.
Yeah. I do have a couple Rocky movies on mine, not that one.
33. After Sun.
Oh, there's a Wolfman one if I ever heard it before. After Sun. I can talk about what a nothing.
I'm almost certain Wolfman's the only one that's had it on his list.
Yeah, yeah, that movie. Ugh. Talk about a movie where like literally almost nothing happens.
I'm kind of surprised so far. No Pulp Fiction, no Jurassic Park yet.
I know, right? We usually have one every time. Just watch. You just jinxed it, Malcolm. It's gonna pop up.
102. The Batman.
We have the Batman, which I know Austin has that on his list. The
Yeah.
Batman, and I think Chris Scott does too. So
Actually, I don't know if it was. Oh, it might have actually would have had
The
to be on someone's
Batman.
128 because it's a number 100.
oh yeah, someone's 128. Right. So,
Billy Madison.
we got Billy Madison. All right, that's one that always pops up. A good old reliable on like everyone's list, but maybe yours, Malcolm, and Jacob Barber, and Dan. I know he doesn't like it either. Right, we're gonna get Happy Gilmore. Come on.
64. Let the right one
Ooh,
in.
we have Let the Right One in, which I know that's on Wolfman's list for sure. But I love it though. That movie probably should have. Actually, you know what? I think that movie was in my after the 128. I really like that movie a lot. So it could be the one.
I mean,
my after the one.
but I think it was also on. I'm pretty sure it was also on Wolfman's too, but he likes the original
Yeah,
over the remake, which is just Let Me In.
yeah. Same with me. I like the original a little better too, but I like the remake.
2. Starship Troopers.
Ooh, Starship Troopers. I can finally watch it. That's a blind spot for me. I don't know who has it. It's got to be Austin or Steven, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe even Ricky.
can't.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
26. Empire of the Sun.
You have Empire, not Empire, but they said that because someone put two P's on it. So that's got to be a Dan movie or a Ross movie. I think that'd be my guess.
Yeah, no, I think it's Dan.
Yeah, which I like it. I think it's decent. So I have to have Dan on. There's
11.
a lot of his.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. So that's on Austin. It's also on mine. It could be on yours, Malcolm, too. I don't know. Man of Steel.
I can't remember what was on with 120. One of these days I'll probably go. One of these days I'll probably go through it and.
Yeah. Yeah. I went through mine not too long ago, so I'm mostly sure on what's on mine.
Gladiator 2000.
Gladiator. All right. There you go. That'll be appropriate with the sequel coming out. And I don't know who it has that. Probably Steven Shepard. Probably Dan again. So. Right. Let's see.
14. The Farewell.
Ooh, The Farewell. Is that on yours? I don't know who has The Farewell. Could be Ross.
I can tell you definitely doesn't have The Farewell. Austin.
No. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, no Aquafina, but The Farewell is actually really good. I actually love the Farewell. I thought it was great.
But I would say it's either Ross or Wolfman. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely one of those two. All right. The Farewell.
9. Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2. I know that's for sure. Austin has it. I don't know. I don't have 2. I have 3 on mine. So it could be Brian. Probably.
I mean, Zach might have had Toy Story 2 because I think he said something about he.
Oh yeah.
He really liked the second one.
Yeah. It could be Zach too. Right.
Brian said it's on his.
Okay. It's on his.
The Thin Red Line 1998.
Thin Red Line. That's got to be a Steven one for sure. That just seems like one of his. in Redmond. I saw it and I thought that it was okay. It had some really good performances overall, but I can't say a whole lot more about it. Like good things about it, though, than that. Too long.
Logan.
Oh, there you go. Gee, I wonder who has that one. Logan. So
Well, I
we have
mean,
my favorite JPOs.
I mean, it's probably on yours, but it's probably on other people's lists too. So it's
Yeah,
definitely
right.
on
Because
mine.
it says remove all instances. So I'll just remove the one, so it could pop up again. And yeah, we got to get everyone's favorites on there. We got to get the Godfather here. Come on, for you, Malcolm. Come on.
51. The Spy Who
The
Shagged
Spy Who
Me.
Shagged Me. That's got to be probably a Richie one, maybe a Brian one, maybe.
I mean,
So,
it could have been on mine too, because I think I had at least one Austin Powers on mine too as well.
oh yeah, well that's my favorite of the trilogy. So,
Yeah, yeah. I think it's most people's favorite of the trilogy, to be fair.
yeah, I think so. Right.
40. Constantine.
Constantine. That's gonna be Austin's and probably Steven's. Constantine. All right. Let's see.
34. Gremlins 2. The New Batch.
Ooh, let's do the new batch. Definitely is an Austin one, and like funny enough, it might be on mine. I can't remember, but I love it though. I think it's so good. So
And
new
looking
batch,
at
I
the
think it's
movies
better than the original.
so far, there's not a lot of movies that is after 2010s. A lot of them is 2010s and early.
Oh yeah, right. Not a lot of current stuff. Yeah, which that's why I want to give everyone a chance to add some stuff at the end of the year, and you can add new releases. You can add whatever you want. You can troll us. You can add anything.
4. Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
Ooh, James Hunt Strike Back. There you go.
That's definitely on mine anyway. But it's probably
Okay,
also on
nice.
JPOs, maybe.
Yeah, JPO is probably Richie, I would assume. So. That movie's really underrated. I've only seen it twice. I need to give it another watch.
51. Split.
Split. I don't know who has Split on their list. Could be on mine. I don't think so though. So I'm not really sure who would have it. Maybe Wolfman. I don't know. He's a horror guy.
Number 50.
All right, I got number 50. So getting close. 14 left.
7. Whiplash.
Ooh, so Whiplash is on almost everybody's list. I know it's on mine. Probably on Steven's. Probably on Dan's. Is it on yours, Malcolm? Whiplash?
It's not on mine. I like it, but not as much as others.
Okay. Actually, I don't think that it's on Steven's list because he complains about that movie. That's unrealistic.
I mean, he complains about I think it's a lot of the times he complains about the ending.
Yeah, the end.
Avengers. Infinity War.
Infinity War is on almost everybody's list in the whole group. I know it's on mine, even though I like Endgame better. I think you're probably with me on that, Malcolm.
Yeah. I mean, It's one of those ones like, I like both of them equally, to be fair.
Yeah, I like Endgame slightly better, but I mean, they're neck and neck though for me. Yeah.
49. Billy
Nope.
Madison.
I haven't Billy Madison another time, so I will skip that one and not remove it. And we'll see what happens.
40. Intouchables.
Oh, there we go. The Intouchables, which I think is Stevens and maybe Chris, I think. So usually if it's like one of those kind of like noir type of movies, it's gonna be Chris. He's into that stuff.
Well, actually, I think because you're thinking of the Untouchables. think the
Ooh, yeah, that is true.
77. Uncle Buck.
Oh, the Intouchables is the guy in the wheelchair, I think. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, but we had Uncle Buck. I know that's on Austin's list. It is a classic. I really do like Uncle Buck. There you go. So it's the Intouchables. That's got to be uh, a Wolfman one. I'm fairly
Yeah.
certain.
49. Sicario.
Ooh, Sicario, a movie that's on almost everybody's list. I don't think it's quite on mine, but I really like it. But it's a movie I saw 3 times in theaters because I worked at a theater that year, so it was free to see for me. All right. Let's see.
25. Chasing Amy.
Chasing Amy. I think that's probably a JPO one for Ben Affleck. Chasing Amy.
Well, I mean, it's part of the viewers universe, so would be surprised if it wasn't JPO.
Yeah, right. But I do think
Chasing
Amy it's good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do like it.
Yeah, it could be on maybe Richie's list too.
Mm.
He's a Kevin Smith fan.
Number 56. 8.
Source code
Right.
2011.
A Source Code. That's a Steven one. I'm like almost positive. Source Code. That movie's good. Duncan Jones, I believe. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine. Is that on your list, Malcolm? I can't remember who had it.
It might have been.
Yeah. Either yours, maybe like Wolfman or Ross, maybe. Something like that. There's someone in this group that doesn't like it. Maybe Austin or someone like that.
Well, I mean, I know there's people that doesn't like it as
Wonder.
much as others.
Yeah. But the movie Wonder, so that's I don't know.
I'm almost certain that one's me because I don't think anyone else has it.
Yeah, I thought maybe Zach might have had it on there. I can't remember though. But yeah, Wonder's good. It's pretty heartwarming. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it might have been Dan that doesn't like Little Miss Sunshine because he was on the Paul Dano Rankin episode, and I think he was annoyed that it became number 1.
Yeah. He's like, you guys are crazy.
Cool Runnings 1993.
Ooh, that one's mine for sure. Cool Runnings. Could be Brian's too, but Cool Runnings. All right. Peace be to Journey. All right. We're getting pretty close.
Toy Story 2.
Nope. We're going to have Toy Story 2 twice, so we'll skip that for another time. I mean, with 1,400 something movies, we're bound to get a lot of doubles.
Big Fish.
Oh, there you go. There's Big Fish again. It's just showing up. We had that on the tournament just recently. So that one is a Steven one, and I don't know who else has that on.
I think it was on mine. Once again, it's on mine.
Okay. Yeah, because it says remove all instances, so it's on multiple. But what number are we at?
This is 61.
All right, 61. Here we go. Getting close.
52. It's a Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life. That's gotta be a Dan and maybe a Chris. I don't know. I'd say more so Dan.
I think Dan had it on his. I do love the movie myself. I don't feel it.
Yeah, I think it's
on
really
my
good
list.
too. All right, so 62. We've got 3 left. Let's see what the final 3 are gonna be.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One, which is not on my list, but is it on yours, Malcolm? Can't remember.
It definitely was on mine.
Yeah, it might have been on Zach's list. I can't remember. But remember talking about it at some stage because I mentioned I like the Shining stuff at the end. All right, we got 2 left. Is the penultimate. So let's see.
It was also on Maria's 64 as well.
6. Observe and
Oh
report.
yeah, Maria. I forgot. We have Maria's on here, but this is observe and report. That's definitely an Austin one. Observe and report. I forgot. We have Maria. Okay.
Number 64.
All right.
All
Your
Jurassic
final
Park,
movie is.
Make it and
RoboCop
Yeah. Nope.
1987.
It'll be RoboCop, so that's got to be an Austin one for sure. Maybe some other people. Could be.
And that's definitely the
Maybe a
OG
Richie.
one.
Yeah, 1987. Yeah. Yep. So cool. That'll do it. So yeah, and a fun little action movie to round it out. Not many blind spots for me. I think maybe like 2 or 3 blind spots that whole entire time. Definitely that. What was that like break something that like Kurt Russell one though that was on there?
Breakdown.
Yeah, that'll be a blind spot, and there's probably a few that I haven't seen for a while that I need to give a rewatch to. So I'll definitely be doing that because on Tuesday we got the Chris Scott versus Steven Shepard battle their favorite TV shows, and I've seen just about everything on their list. So they actually had like surprisingly a pretty similar list. They had like 5 or 6 crossovers. So, but yeah, that'll do it for us though. That was fun. So yeah, those will be the movies for your mystery tournament on Friday. So tune in next Friday to see which one comes out on top of these mystery tournaments. Always a lot of fun because like they're always ones I like to kind of have a little more fun with it. Like the way that I vote and stuff, just vote for some kind of wacky ones. I don't always vote for my favorites. I just vote for maybe ones that haven't popped up for a while, or like ones I feel like are kind of underrated, or like ones that haven't won a tournament, so you can get them to have another unique winner, all that stuff. So yeah, always a fun time. So yeah, so that'll be next Friday, and yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. So yeah, we'll do a couple quick plugs, and thanks for everyone that tuned in tonight. And yeah, but yeah, what you first, Malcolm? And even if you got to jump off and I jump up because you got to go to work, I can handle it from here either way. But what do you have going on?
Yeah, you can find me on Tape Productions, the host Rankin Movie Sunday night. Tomorrow we're doing Top 12 Disaster Movies. Should be a lot of fun. And you can find me popping up on Full Metal hosting matches and everywhere and all that. But yeah.
Nice, yeah, and I'll definitely tune in to rank them because I love disaster movies also. So yeah, I'll maybe try to chime in there in the comments. So I'll be doing that in between the Father's Day stuff because we got Father's Day, but all the women in our family always take care of Father's Day. They cook, even though I'm not a father. They're like, "You're a future father, so we won't make you cook or anything." I'm like, "All right, thanks, sure." But yeah, and then as far as the rest of the channel goes, I'll just make it quick. I won't do too many plugs, but I did already mention the TV battle that's going on Tuesday. So check that out. And if my Note app wants to stop making me, okay. Well, I'm gonna go off the top of my head here because I'm getting weird things on my Note app here that is saying that upgrade to sync unlimited devices. I don't have other devices connected. It's because I've been logging into too many devices. So let me see. Okay, perfect. All right. So since Malcolm had to bounce, I'm going to just tell you a little more of what we have coming up. So if you want to jump on, if you hear any topics you might be interested in, let me know, and we'll see about getting you on. Let's see if it'll. Okay, cool. It's going to let me do it. All right. You're not going to block me. Evernote wants me to pay for. I'm not paying for a Note app. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'll get a new Note app before I pay for it. But let's see. after this week, we will be doing our next actor versus match, which I'm going to get started watching a couple blind spots that I have. But it'll be Will Smith versus Eddie Murphy because they both have a couple of movies coming out soon. And then we'll be doing Chad Webb's Top 64. So that's been a pretty popular one that everyone's been clamoring for whatever reason. They want to jump on there because he's kind of new to being a regular on the channel. And so yeah, it'll be kind of interesting to see what he has in store for his 64. And then you can go check out our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/movie here. We got a lot of fun things going over there. Then we've got the Seen and Heard music trivia that you can check out. We'll be doing that once a month. It'll go onto the Patreon because of copyright stuff. We can't play that music on YouTube. We can fully play all the clips and everything on Patreon. So there's no problems over there. And if you'd like to see it, the first episode's free because we've only done one so far, and it worked pretty well. And so we're going to do it again this next month. And you can watch it at the $1 tier for the first 2 or 3 days, and then it'll move over to the $5 tier, and you can watch it that way. But it doesn't cost anything to play if you want to play. And don't worry if you don't know a whole lot about music, because I mean, just watch the people that were on there thought they knew a lot about music, and maybe not so much. But it's just funny to listen to some great music from a bunch of fun movies. So yeah, it's a fun time. And then 1 week from this Monday, we'll be doing the Certified Fresh exhibition match. So it'll be all movies that are 90% and above on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm already like deep into getting clips and all that stuff. So we got some really good stuff because they're all highly rated. So and then that's mostly what we have going on. You can find us at all the stuff that's down in the description. And within the next day or two, we should have our poll up for our best movies of 2003. Probably, I'd say tomorrow or the next day. It'll be in the Movie Hero Network group on Facebook. So just go there and you can vote for those in about a day or two. And then once the month ends, because we're only halfway through the month, but I always post the schedules in the Movie Hero Network group. So the schedule will be there for about 2 months out. How I always do it is I'll give it just a little brief preview of what's coming up on shows like this. Then if it's a tournament fight or a tier ranker, you'll get 1 month. And I'll say it at the end of every episode. If you want to know what's coming up for the next month, then tune into the end of that for my plugs. And then at the first of every month, we'll have 2 months out. And maybe shortly after that, it'll be 2 months out on the Movie Hero Network Facebook group. And then shortly after that, maybe within like a few days to like a week after that, we'll have it 4 months out for our Patreon members. So if you want to get first dibs on signing up for episodes, get an exclusive look at what we have coming up. And then for the Patreon also, we have exclusive podcasts over there that we're giving away some movie posters, which I got to get to a couple of people about their movie posters. But yeah, so just check that out and at patreon.com/movie hero. So, but that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thanks again. And I have been Jordan, the Movie Hero Anderson, and we will hang on. Let me bring up the outro. See you next time. Okay, I was just ending the stream there, which I think we're somehow still live, but I'm just gonna X out. No, it's